up, guys? Unseen King here.
Unseen Chief.
So I have a super exciting gameplay and also a duo comm. So first the gameplay, it's me and the usual four-man team, and we're spawn trapping a bunch of really bad players. That never happened, and yeah. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Myself?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay, I'm Unseen Chief, and I'm usually the conservative player. Conservative player on the team. I kind of like to stay back and kind of like pick off my players. Sometimes I rush. It kind of depends on what mood I am.
And then I'm like, kills. Yeah,
I'm kind of like the guy who like supports. Like I like the small kill streaks. Like I like counter UAV and spy plane. Sometimes I feel selfish.
Well, at the end of the gameplay, you can see how many kills I get compared to my teammates, and it's kind of obvious that I was going for kills.
Well, plus using light machine guns.
Well, yeah, and then so basically what we're doing here, we realized that the team was really bad, so we decided to start spawn trapping. And it's not like super bad spawn trapping. I mean, we allowed them to get out of their spawn and start shooting us before we did anything. But yeah, so right now we're letting B go, and we're defending A, so that gives us an extra 2 minutes every time the bomb's exploded. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's towards the beginning, so we're not going to set up a spawn trap immediately. It kind of takes time to get in position and kind of get them trapped in their spawn. And plus, we want more time if we let them get a bomb.
So this guy with Ghost planted A, but I managed to defuse it. And I should have included the game audio along with my audio, so you guys can like somewhat listen to like I don't know. We have like a lot of coordination going on. We always give call outs. We always like tell where everyone is. So we basically don't need a UAV in some sense, because we're always telling each other where someone is. Yeah. And if someone's racking up kill streaks, we prioritize that guy. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, in team tech, you don't really need a UAV. I mean, if you're doing call outs for like a bigger, a lot more players, you kind of need that. I don't think Batista gives out call outs.
So in Nuketown Demolition, there's an update now. So this is a pre-update on spawn trapping. But see, before the update, there wasn't a spawn timer in Demolition, so you could infinitely, like for the example, that guy, he just spawned. But now that there's a spawn timer in Demolition, you can't really do this as as greatly. But see, this is like basically as far as spawn trapping as I do the entire gameplay. I literally sit at this white picket fence and I'm just staring down and shooting.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm trying to steal some of your kills.
Like, yeah, and so the gameplay is either me doing what I'm doing right here, or me and the chopper gunner. So I won't ruin how many kills I get, but it is pretty massive and it's pretty intense. This gameplay is super intense. It's action packed, so you guys will enjoy that.
Yeah, and also the other guy on the other team, their number 1 player is a 15 prestige. He goes way negative. And
yeah.
That's loyalty to a new level. He's just like staying in the game.
The 15 prestige on the other team, he stayed the entire game, and he has a 0.5 KD, and he didn't want to leave because, I don't know, I mean, he's already down to 0.5 KD, so why care? But yeah, we'll bring that topic up when the scoreboard comes up at the end, but yeah.
Alright, yeah, well actually I was going to ask you guys what you think on kind of the Modern Warfare 3 information that's coming out soon. Actually, it's been coming out, but we're not really sure on the information about the kill streaks because, it's kind of controversy going around, like, is it real? Is it fake? Is some parts fake? Well, just like you just told me that the death streaks are fake.
Yeah.
Death streaks are fake, so they're not having death streaks.
I don't know if I'm allowed to, like, give the link for the website. I think my video will get striked or whatever. So I can talk about them, I think, at least. But basically, the kill streaks, the way Modern Warfare 3 is designed is you have your perk 1, perk 2, perk 3. That's established. But the way you get your kill streaks are you choose between 3 classes of kill streaks. Do you want assault tier kill streaks? Do you want support tier kill streaks? Or do you want specialist kill streaks? And each class of kill streaks has different kill streaks. So I think that's
kind of weird because some of them have multiple like this Juggernaut, for example, is like, what is that, 15 kills on the assault, but the support is 18 kills for it. So it's kind of weird how it's set up. I don't really understand, like,
but not much of it has been confirmed, so yeah. I wouldn't really trust it. Oops, sorry, the audio got cut, but as I was saying, basically you can't really confirm any of this information, but it's speculated, and most of it is true, but it's kind of iffy. Just go to Google, type in Modern Warfare 3 kill streaks, and just read on. But yeah, so
and that's kind of like what I was saying is like Robert Bowling said that they're trying to make Modern Warfare 3 more like gun on gun. So I don't really see the point. They're like, okay, we're gonna focus less on air support. Because if you remember, Modern Warfare 2 was kind of like mayhem. It was a Harrier up in the air constantly almost, or there's Predator missiles flying through the air, and there's nothing you can really do unless you sacrifice, that kind of stopping power that kind of gave you that edge. And if you sacrifice that for cold-blooded, then yeah, I mean you're fine. But so Robert Bowling says, okay, we want to kind of stray away from that and go more gun on gun like Call of Duty 4 and Black Ops. And then this kill streak list comes out with like chopper gunners dropping off care packages.
Yeah,
like, this
so
ridiculous
basically, see, everyone's complaining about Ghost and Black Ops, but like, I mean, they had, in a sense, Ghost in every single Call of Duty. So, but what makes it different in Black Ops and what makes it so overpowered and such a wuss perk to use is that when you use Ghost, you're not really sacrificing anything. Actually, you're sacrificing nothing.
Well, I mean, in Black Ops, you're not sacrificing.
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
There's no stopping power.
Yes. So, but in Modern Warfare 2, when you use cold-blooded, you had to sacrifice stopping power, which was a huge deal. You can't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to win any gunfight without stopping power.
You need that.
So they're cold-blooded. Look at that guy trying to jump shot me. Sit down. But in Modern Warfare 2, I wouldn't been able to get any or win any gunfights without stopping power.
Well,
so
I mean, unless you have a really powerful gun, but I mean, let's the the Scar, that's it. Maybe.
So no one really used cold-blooded in Modern Warfare 2, so it wasn't that big of a problem. I guarantee you, if everyone used cold-blooded in Modern Warfare 2, it would be a problem. But see, in Black Ops, well, what are you going to use instead of Ghost? Like Flak Jacket at the most, occasionally Hardline. But I mean, most people will run Ghost and TDM and just camp and go around the map. So that's the main problem with it, and I think Sandy Ravage said that also. It's the tier that the Ghost perk is in, and how everything else is underpowered compared to the Ghost in its class.
Well, I mean, I think they're kind of trying to address it, because if you look back at the perks, the kind of like unconfirmed perks, you see that so if you look at Ghost, the primary is like, okay, you're invisible from UAV, and the pro is like invisible to air support or whatnot. And what Modern Warfare 3 is doing is they're kind of making those two separate perks. Like one is like invisible to UAVs, and then the pro might be no target crosshairs like when targeted. And then another perk in another like tier, which kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
But another perk, another tier was invisible to air support, and then the pro was you could lock on to vehicles faster with like rocket.
So I think the way you take down kill streaks should go back to COD 4, where it's actually like, it requires skill. Like for example, two ways you could take down air support in COD 4 was RPGs or light machine gun, and you just use your entire clip, and it takes out the helicopter. But I guess the counter would that be like, how would you take out an AC-130 with an RPG? Only Sandy Ravage could do something like that. But
yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. It's like I like the Call of Duty 4 perk system and everything, but the problem is like if they went back to that, I think they'd feel like they're missing a perk tier, because the main tier 1 in Call of Duty 4 was all equipment, like RPG C4 and all that stuff. I mean, even though there's like 9 perks per tier, I mean, I think players would feel like they're missing out on abilities if they went back to that. And even though I think it's a good idea, I don't see that happening.
All right, so let's move on to last Modern Warfare 3 topic, I guess, and we'll move on to something else. But a big factor of how Modern Warfare 3 is going to be liked by I don't know, the community is sniping. How sniping is going to be look at me spraying through the wall. But how sniping is going to be impacted in Modern Warfare 3, and will it be anything like? Is it going to be like COD 4? Is it going to be like Black Ops? Is it going to be like Modern Warfare 2? What did Robert Bowling say? He said that the sniping is going to be somewhat close to Modern Warfare 2, and I was saying that's retarded, because in Modern Warfare 2, any 9-year-old can pick up a sniper and instantly learn how to quickscope. In COD 4, you had to predict where the thing was going to zoom in, or it wasn't that you had to predict where it was. It was a slower zoom in, so it required a little bit more time and leading your shots. In Black Ops, that quickscope, it's pretty much made back into Modern Warfare 2 after they got all the hate. So.
Well, and the problem is, like, Black Ops tried to kind of gimp the snipers, and they did that, but at the same time, they're like, okay, Sliding Hand Pro won't work for snipers. So you kind of have that slow zoom in, but at the same time, it's like if you use like the infrared or you use the variable zoom, you still have that fast kind of low sway type of weapon, and it still kind of works. Not as well as Modern Warfare 2.
So I think like the perfect balance for how a sniper should be used, like feel or used, is COD 4 sniping. And I think that's like probably the holy grail of sniping. I mean, that's
and that ACOG is awesome.
And the ACOG on the M40, they should take that out. I mean, that's just a
No, I
one-hit
mean I don't
kill.
like the damage boost or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I don't like that, but the way the ACOG actually went around the entire screen, I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
So I say they go back to COD 4 sniping, not like somewhat of COD 4 sniping. I mean, like it is COD 4 sniping, and I think that'll solve the whole sniper issue. And yeah, I mean,
I'd like to see that, but then again, Rubber Balloon's like, we have a lot of, the game creators like sniping, and they're going to keep quickscoping in there. So I think it's...
Well, we don't know what he means by quickscoping, because the guy at JD 2020 on Treyarch was like, what's quickscoping? And he didn't even recognize what it was, intentionally. He knew what it was, but he was like disrespecting whatever. But, so yeah.
Yes, I mean, we don't really know what's in store. But, I guess we'll find out.
Well, Modern Warfare 3, I hope it's going to have as good of a support as Treyarch, because Treyarch has, like, what I think to be one of the best supported games of all time. Like, I don't know another game that's been updated and vigorously kept, like, hacker-free and constantly patched and constantly updated. I mean, how many glitches do you know in Black Ops?
Yeah.
Like, 5 at the most? Now, compare that to Modern Warfare 2. How many hackers, glitches, overused guns, overpowered perks, everything did you see in Modern Warfare 2?
Well, yeah, I mean, even look at the care package glitch that took them about a month to fix. I mean, yeah, they fixed it on PS3, but the majority of players play on Xbox anyway, so why would they fix it on a PS3? That defeats the purpose. And the same thing with one-man army noob tubes. Why wouldn't they make it maybe one-man army disables noob tubes, or you can't change into the same class over and over again? I mean, something like that. Even though there's always going to be some way to exploit something, at least kind of take precautionary measures.
I mean, you can't make the perfect game. I mean, whatever, like, for example, you put in Flak Jacket here, and eventually people are going to start whining about Flak Jacket. You take out Ghost, something else will take its place. It's like where you cut off a head and 3 more will grow. I mean, you can't make a perfect game, so you have to, like, give some room. Like, yes, there will be something overpowered, but I want that one thing to be overpowered, but like still have a playability of other weapons.
Well, if they're gonna have something overpowered, make a way to counter it. Like, make some way to like go get around it, or counter players using something overpowered with something else, or you know what I mean? It's like if someone's using Ghost, maybe try and exploit that with another perk or something like that. I don't know. I think it's a good idea if they kind of made kind of take precautionary stuff.
I mean, Treyarch is like what's like one of the top well-kept, updated, and hacker-free games, like Halo.
Halo probably doesn't have much hacking. Yeah.
Probably Bungie is like one of the best in keeping up with the hackers and glitches and stuff.
Well, yeah, Bungie hates
I think Treyarch is like way up there next to Bungie, and then Infinity Ward is sitting down at the slacker level where they don't update anything. So Robert Bowling was like, we want to change all that, and we want to be like. He essentially said we want to be like Treyarch and Bungie. So
yeah, I mean, even since Halo 3, the Bungie was kind of like they had the ban hammer, and anything that they detected, there's no tolerance.
So when you're gonna play Modern Warfare 3, you should be expecting more of Black Ops kind of play style, or not play style. You should be expecting more like Black Ops support and hacker-free, glitch-free game, rather than Modern Warfare 2. So
right, and there's recoil.
And also, if you didn't know, they took Modern Warfare 2's recoil and they amped it up a little bit. So it's not going to be as recoil as Black Ops, but it's not going to be Modern Warfare 2 where every gun had no recoil.
Oh yeah, I mean you could snipe with an assault rifle in Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
So you
ACR red dot stopping power.
Even in M4 with like a holographic, you just snipe with it, So and plus, even though there's not going to be stopping power in Modern Warfare 3, there's they're gonna damage.
Beef up the guns, so stopping power. Everyone has stopping power. So I hope you guys enjoyed this long Modern Warfare 3 talk. My final score was 125 and 26. My dual comp partner Unseen Chief went 82 and 42, and there you see that 15 prestige guy, 33 and 103. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun playing and doing the dual comp. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe.
Later.